It is a big day for the Warchant.com network, multimedia network of coverage. You heard it on 97.9 ESPN Radio. You heard it right here on Warchant TV. You'll read about it on Warchant.com. Gene, it is the meeting of the minds for Warchant. It is Jeff Cameron, the host of the Jeff Cameron Show, my former colleague, who again is my colleague. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Managing editor of Warchant.com, Ira Schoffel, and of course the founder, administrator, the architect, Gene Williams of Warchant.com. Gene, I'll give you the floor to start because this is pretty cool to see this little Brady Bunch collection of the worlds colliding.
Man, I feel like a proud papa here, just getting the whole family, getting the gang back together. This is awesome. Use every cliche, the dream team. I don't know who's Shaq, who's Michael Jordan, whatever it is, man. I got so much talent here. It's great. It's great for our customers. And it's just like crazy. I mean, to bring you and Tom, we've been talking off and on for years. You done a lot of stuff with us. It was great to bring you on board. I just never dreamed of what happened with Jeff. And Jeff, not too long ago, he said, invited me out for a beer. And we just started shooting back and forth some ideas and started saying, this could work. We could make this happen. So not only adding you to the team, which is unbelievable because, as Tom said, it's just there's so much talent in the multimedia now we have with Warchant.com. But we'll have more details later, but to keep the radio show alive in Tallahassee is huge, and to grow the podcast. And I know we talk about Wake Up Warchant, but what's super popular? That's Seminole Headlines. So now Seminole Headlines will, of course, continue, and they're all under the Warchant umbrella. I could not be happier. I could not be more proud of having you guys on board. And Jeff, from the beginning, we've worked together for so long. I mean, going back to the old reports, the Man Cave show, all those great things. And I've always appreciated that you're straightforward. I mean, you're passionate, which I love about everybody who works for Warchant, but you tell it like it is. Sometimes it's gotten you in trouble, but I mean, you walk away feeling good because you did the right thing. You said the right thing, and I respect the hell out of you for doing that. And just so glad to have you on board, brother.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm so excited to be with all of these guys, talented, hardworking, smart, interesting. Everybody brings a unique something to the table here, and to bring it all in one collection, I can't wait to see the work we're going to produce. And you're right. I was telling Ira the other day, he contacted me to talk about my impending arrival here at Warchant.com, and we've all had to try to keep this under wraps and hoping as the negotiations were going on that it was going to get done. But I said to Ira, I'm trying to think. I believe that in the 20 plus years that I've been on the air in Tallahassee covering Florida State and really sports at large, that I have known you, worked with you, and developed a friendship with you for every one of those years. I remember when you took over the website before it was Warchant.com, when it became Warchant.com, and how you used to come on the show. We started doing stuff on the Warchant site, and all of a sudden, you fast forward all these many years later, now we're finally working together under the same umbrella. It's exciting. I couldn't ask for a greater home. I am really pumped to be back with my brother Tom Lang, and of course, Ira and Corey and I've known Aslan now since he came on board. I'm looking forward to working with Austin. Of course, I've known Michael Langston for years. So this is a dream team. It really is. And I can't ask for a better situation.
I was going to say, let's throw it to Ira. Ira, you're the managing editor. There's so much more to manage now. What's that?
Yeah, Gene, we need to talk about my remuneration.
Oh, boy, that's next. Sorry, but Jeff broke the bank, man. There's nothing left. We're over our salary cap.
There's nothing left. Yeah, man, it's so cool and what's neat about it is the fact that, we've all been in this market for so long, working with each other in different ways. I mean, I remember coming on your show, Jeff, in, right when I came to Tallahassee in the early 2000s, never dreamed that, 20 years later, we'd end up colleagues at the same site. And, you think about, I was reading back at the article when we were putting together the article to announce Tom's arrival last week. I look back at the story we wrote when Corey came on board a few years ago. And in that article, it mentioned, our staff has, 50 or 60 years of experience covering Florida State athletics. And now you think about the fact that you've been doing it for over 20 years. Gene's been doing it for over 20 years. I've been doing it for almost 20 years. Corey's been doing it for almost 20 years. Tom's been doing it for over 10 years. Aslan's went to school here 15 years ago and has been covering Florida State for several years. Austin went to school at Florida State. I mean, the institutional knowledge now that we have between all of us of Florida State athletics, I mean, it's remarkable. And then the fact that, again, partly through Gene's vision of the multimedia aspects and the work that Aslan and Tom can do on video, and you and Tom have done on radio, and Aslan and Corey are doing with their podcasts. I mean, it's just we're reaching fans in so many different ways and bringing so much expertise. It's really amazing. I mean, I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, I want to just say this, as this process was going forward, and Gene talked about how initially we got together for a beer, and, I was transitioning from ESPN radio, and I was talking to different groups and where I might go, whether it was just going to be a podcast, whether or not I was going to stay in the market, whether or not it was going to be on another radio station in the market, and how could this all play out. And, I got to give Tom credit too. We talked a lot when he got the chance to jump to Warchant. It was a wonderful opportunity. I told him, you got to jump at that. It's a great chance. They value your skill set. Obviously, you're going to do great things. And Tom and I are close enough that it was a no-brainer. I said, go do it, buddy. And he took, obviously he's talented in his own right to go do that. But it did get us talking a little bit about, I wonder if we approach Gene about the possibility of maybe doing something multimedia, and how could we make it work? And then that was the genesis for this idea. And Gene, we went and had dinner and had a few drinks, and next thing I know, we were talking a lot about, well, we could try this and we could do this, and then what if we put this together? And we all got so excited. And that's the thing I want to talk about to the subscribers of warchant.com and the listeners of the show, and anybody that really takes in any of the stuff that we do. Everybody to a man during this process, the second we thought it was possible, the second we thought we could maybe make this work, you could see the enthusiasm, and that's meant a lot to me. This wasn't just okay, well, let's house Jeff because we can. It was like, oh my God, we could do this, and then we could do this, and then we could produce these videos. And we all got so excited about the possibilities of doing our best work. And I think our best work moving forward is going to happen right here on warchant.com.
No, yeah, I have to. Go ahead, Gene.
No, I'm just, Jeff, you're already getting me excited, man. You're getting me pumped up just in time for football season. Here's the thing, too, and I've just thought more teases. We got more good stuff coming. I've been working. I probably haven't seen me a whole lot on the website the last month or two because I've been working a lot, obviously, securing Jeff and Tom. That's the pinnacle right there to get those guys in. But there's some other stuff we got coming up at Warchant, man. We're never going to stop. That's what I love about this stuff. We're never going to stop innovating and working hard for our customers and giving you everything we possibly can. So there's more to come, baby. But, Jeff, can't wait to have you on board. We're going to start you in August. So we're just right around the corner, just in time for football season. Yeah. And like I said, we will have more details. Radio in Tallahassee, sports radio is still alive and well. Stay tuned for more details on that.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody who's ever – I'm sorry, Tom. I just want to thank everybody, all the subscribers and everybody that's going to be tuning in to the work that we're doing. The Jeff Cameron Show will continue thanks to warchant.com and our friends at 93.3. I cannot wait to really get, dig in my heels and get to work with you guys. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a lot of opportunities to do good work and to provide context and entertainment and information. Everybody deserves that. He subscribes to warchant.com, and you're going to get it and then some, because we got a lot of people who are willing to work hard and a lot of people who love to work together.
Yeah, the one thing I'd say is this is going to be so comprehensive. In any way we can deliver a message to you, deliver you great coverage, insight, analysis, opinions, all that stuff, we're going to do it. That's what Gene has empowered us to do here. That's what makes this so exciting. And I think the really cool thing about this particular conversation, so whether it was me and Ira, myself and Gene, Jeff, you and I, like, how many phone calls do you think that we had between all of us individually, sometimes in a group setting, and to be able to finally communicate like this to all of our listeners and viewers and subscribers of any kind? It's kind of a relief, I would think. I mean, Ira, you've been sitting back and watching this whole thing. I'd be interested real quick in your perspective of how this all went down, because it was never a sure thing on so many levels. But, I mean, you've had, the front row seat to all this, and we're just so thankful for, both you and Gene's professionalism. But that must have been wild to be you for the last month or two.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, I kind of prepare for the worst. I hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So in the back of my head, I'm like, there's no way Gene's going to pull this off. There's no way. And I know, Jeff, you had other opportunities. Tom, you had other opportunities as well. So, when Gene started talking to me about it, I was like, okay, sounds great. I tried to hire Tom 10 years ago at the Democrat. He didn't come then. I know you've tried to hire him at Warchant. It didn't happen. We've talked to Jeff through the years about different things. So I just kind of was like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And then when you jumped on board, and then I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I still wasn't sure about Jeff. And then Jeff texted and said, hey, man, I signed the contract. And I was like, you've got to be. I mean, now I know what Mike Norvell feels like when a kid commits. It was just really cool.
We got a 5-star Schoffel. What rivals 100? Jeff, I mean, I don't know. We already got our 5-star. I don't know. Can we have 2 5-stars? We got all 5 stars.
I'll try to earn it. Right now, I'm a rising 4-star. I'll see if I can
okay.
get that,
There's
if I
room
can
to
get
grow.
that 5th star. Yeah.
There's room to go. Hey, in a programming note too, just so people know how will this affect Warchant. So you're gonna have your show. We're gonna stream every one of your shows live on this channel right now. You're watching on YouTube. You want to do that, so subscribe right now and get your notifications. So every time Jeff goes live for his show with Tom, you're going to get to watch that live. And of course, you'll have that on podcast version, which will roll over pretty quickly. We'll have that also available on warchant.com and the regular. I mean, you already have a podcast channel, so you want to subscribe to that. And even I think we're going to do what Jeff and Ira, are we going to do Seminole Headlines? Is that going to be live? Are we going to do that on YouTube?
I think there's a distinct possibility
Wow.
that's going to happen. We're working towards that. I think it can happen for sure. Yeah. So it's going to be incredible. We've got podcasts. We've got the terrestrial radio show. We've got the YouTube video here. The links will be on Warchant every day. So when you log on to warchant.com, you'll see it. Boom, click on it. Watch yesterday's show. Listen to yesterday's show. However you want to bring in the media. It's going to be incredible.
I don't know how that you're going to have the 7-second delay for that potty mouth Corey Clark talking live, but
we're going to have to get him here live. At least it's not going to be early in the morning. It'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think he can find a way to make it happen. So it'll be good. It'll be good.
In Corey Clark's world, that is morning drive, 1 to 3 p.m. drive. Well, the on-the-ground details right now, Ira and I are live in Charlotte. We're reporting to you from Charlotte, covering the ACC kickoff. Of course, Jeff and Gene just talked to the Warchant audience to open up the 3 o'clock hour. On the Jeff Cameron Show, the lawyers finally gave him the go-ahead. Gene.
Boy, I jumped the gun early.
Any final thoughts, Gene, before we get back to the business of the day, both in Charlotte and then obviously back in Tallahassee?
Just know, both of you guys, man, I'm so excited to have both of you on board. I mean, it was just, it reminds me of like you guys, it was like working on Ira. Ira worked on, as you know, for years, and he worked out okay. He's been fine, I guess, but I'm sure, but seriously, Ira, you've been tremendous, and I expect nothing but greatness from the two of you. And it's just more, man. We're just going to dominate this market as we have just even more. And I'm just so excited for our staff and for all the Florida State fans who are going to just get excellent coverage.
Yeah, I just want to say, as we sign off, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there. And thank you, Gene, so much. Thank you, Ira. Tom, I love you, brother, of course. And it's great to be reunited with you for the Jeff Cameron Show and all the work we're going to do as well. And Gene, like you said, we've got a lot more announcements to come in terms of content that we're going to be rolling out there. There's another thing that I'm very excited about, too. So, yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be a great marriage.
Brother, that month apart, it felt like a year. But in a couple of weeks' time, we'll be sitting across the glass from you as always. And at warchant.com is going to kick butt when it comes to the coverage on the website, on Warchant TV, the podcast medium, you name it, we're going to do it. And that's what we're going to bring to you every single day as Florida State athletics embarks on the Mike Norvell era, probably year 1 now, not year 2, but year 0 was last season. Here we go. For the founder of Warchant.com, the administrator, the architect, Gene Williams, for the managing editor, Ira Schoffel, for the host of the Jeff Cameron Show, the host of the show I'll be working on once again in just a couple of weeks, and Warchant.com's own Jeff Cameron. I'm Tom Lang, the director of original content. Hey, everybody, it's been a pleasure to take this video live to you. We'll talk to you soon.